for tuning in to another episode of The Way Off Show where I am Damien Fari. I've got a short list of what we're talking about today, so there's going to be something I talk to you about at the end of the video, but stay tuned for that, please. So today we're talking about San Diego Comic-Con 2018. It just ended. Well, not really just. It kind of ended Sunday. Excuse me. So, really, today we're talking about San Diego Comic-Con and what the great things that come out of Comic-Con are. So I'm going to talk about trailers that have come out of Comic-Con. When I say trailers, I mean the ones that actually are online that anybody can watch that aren't leaked footage. So to start off, we got Aquaman, which the color palette just looks amazing for this movie. DC, your color palette is really dark, and don't get me wrong, I love your dark stories, and I love the humor that you have. Is the humor as good as Marvel? Definitely not. But I love the color palette for Aquaman. I can't say enough about it. The movie to me just is like an origin story in a way. You learn about how his birth, stuff like that, and you learn about how he becomes king of Atlantis, it seems. Pretty simple concept, but I like it. Then Shazam. This one looks great. DC, I think you're about to hit another home run like Wonder Woman, to be honest. That's what it looks like. So it's about Billy Baxton becoming Shazam. Well, Captain Marvel, but that's not important. So, really, why is it such a big deal? Well, I don't know. Shazam just is a different character. He's pretty much like Superman, but not Superman. It's pretty much if you gave Superman's powers to a kid, which seems like a cool concept. So, really, I think it'll be good. Zachary Levi looks great in it. I love the one scene from the trailer where it's the kid getting off the subway and the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy says, "Who?" for Star-Lord is there, and he's old Shazam, I think it is. And he tells him, "Say my name." And he's like, "What's your name?" And he's like, "Shazam." And he's like, I think that's great. Personally, that's pretty good. And then the final one that I'm talking about today, that I've seen that existed, is Godzilla King of the Monsters. So what is Godzilla King of the Monsters? Well, it's not a remake of the original Godzilla, I hope. So, Godzilla 2014 is a Warner Brothers movie. Toho is the company that owns Godzilla, so this doesn't relate to Toho exactly. So Godzilla 2014 came out, and then they made Kong Skull Island, in 2017, and that they link together, so it's kind of like a Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it's a MonsterVerse is what they're calling it. So I loved King Kong. Godzilla, the first one, was okay, and then Godzilla King of the Monsters comes out in 2019, and it'll hopefully bridge the gap a little more, and then finally Godzilla versus Kong, or it's Kong versus Godzilla. You can say it whichever way you want. They'll probably market it some way like that. So really, those are some big trailers that I thought came out this Comic-Con. I'm excited for next year, it looks like, because Shazam and Godzilla look great, and Aquaman's pretty much next year, December. So, and then I just wanted to point out the Conan Pop vinyl. That was from Comic-Con. Won that in a contest. Really happy to have that. And then, finally, what I'm here to talk about with you tonight at the end here is I want to talk to you about 150 episodes of The Far Off Show is this Friday. So please tune in to this episode of The Far Off Show where I'm going to talk about major changes to the channel. I would love to hear what you think about the major changes coming. I will talk about them all on The Far Off Show. I know what you're going to say. Damien, it sounds like you're talking about major changes every couple of months. Well, I like to keep you updated on what's happening to the channel. I feel I want you to keep watching, so if I keep updating you, you will keep watching, and hopefully that is true. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not, and hit that bell icon, and have a way off night.